No matter how long you've been riding e-mountain bikes, it's pretty easy to slip into some bad habits. So today, taking a look at those bad habits and how you're going to break them. Sometimes you hit the trails alone. Your riding buddies could be busy. Maybe you're the only e-bike rider in your group, so you hit the trails all by yourself. Whatever the reason, be sure to tell someone of your route and a rough estimated time of arrival. And of course, take a mobile phone or a personal location beacon if you're going remote. These can obviously be lifesavers. Also, it's really worth checking out the weather ahead and planning your ride to suit the weather conditions. Don't go planning a monster ride if the weather conditions are really nasty. Also, think about what kit you've got with you. Really prepare for any eventuality, be it a crash, be it a mechanical. You're going to need all those kits for any situation. And lastly, don't go pushing your limits if you're by yourself. Save that sketchy stuff for when you're out on a group ride. That's the time to be pushing the limits, not when you're by yourself. Sat down, foot down. Now this is two mistakes in one, and it's quite a regular thing I see out on the trails. You're riding down those cross-country tracks, you sat down, and you've got your cranks dropped as well. So one thing, you've got the weight in the wrong position, meaning that weight's going to be all over the back wheel. And the weight is also going to be misbalanced as well, because you've got one leg dropped, one leg high, meaning all your weight's going to be on that downside crank. So if you hit any technical terrain or any jumps, it's going to feel really nasty. So if you are riding those technical trails, you need to be out the saddle, getting into the attack position. It's going to make your life a load easier and definitely a lot safer. E-bikes, as we know, are excellent hill climbing machines, but occasionally you will get a failed hill climb. Now, it's really common to actually be crunching gears or maybe even snapping a chain if you go to get going from a standstill like this. Maybe you've got the wrong gear selection, you've got a load of power going through, especially if you have to shift to those easier gears. So I've got a nice little hack for you. So I suggest just getting off of the bike, engaging your walk mode. So you change down, get the walk mode going, spin the cranks, get it into that easier gear rather than putting all that power through the crank. Now I know I'm in the easiest gear now, so setting off from this hill should be quite good. So just remember, get back in your trail mode again, look up the hill, look which grip you're going to get and go for it. That way you're not going to snap your chain, you can carry on up that hill without crunching gears. One habit that can be quite hard to break is going from two-finger braking to one-finger braking. Now, if you rode a cheaper bike or an older school bike, you're probably used to using two fingers on your brakes. Now, a lot of the modern e-bikes, the brakes are pretty powerful, so you can actually get away with just using one finger on the brakes, particularly if you slide the lever down the handlebars, meaning that your index finger is on the end of the blade, therefore increasing that leverage to the brake and getting a lot of power from it. The great thing about one-finger braking versus two-finger braking is that you've got that finger on the grip, giving you a lot more control, especially in those technical situations. Part of the fun of riding the e-bike is its climbing prowess, and as tempting as it might be to ride some trails backwards for a load more fun, it's something you definitely don't want to be doing, and it won't win you any friends if you meet a rider that's coming down the hill. If you're not sure of which way the trail is running, take a look at some of the signposts on the side of the trail, or take a look at some of the features, things like jumps and drops, definitely going to have one way only. If you're riding those natural trails that are unmarked out in the woods, just use your head. Be super observant, use your ears, and expect the unexpected on every corner, or jump and drop. One of the worst habits that I see out there on the trails is riders not maximising the use of their dropper seat page. Now, this is an absolutely invaluable tool when it comes to riding technical terrain at speed. It's fine to have it up if you're plodding around the trails, doing more cross-country style of riding, but if you're riding downhill, then you definitely need to get that saddle dropped, get it out of the way. It just allows you to get your weight back over the back wheel. It's just going to allow you to get a lot more control of the bike. If you've got the seat up on all this technical stuff, it's going to be pecking away at your backside, trying to spit you over the handlebars at all times. So this tech, get that saddle dropped. So there you go, lots of bad habits that you can definitely get into on your e-mountain bike. But let us know down in the comments box below if you've got into any bad habits and how you've gotten out of them. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. If you want to stick around and check out another video, check out D-Restricted versus GCN, the powerhouse Chris Opie versus me on a D-Restricted e-bike. That was a hard day out. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the globe in the middle of the screen to subscribe to EMBN.